Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Ryan Upchurch, Boosie Badazz, their song together, and how a portion of the Creek Squad, Ryan Upchurch fan base went way too far, made some stupid assumptions, and caused Ryan's video to require an age verification just to hear a song on YouTube. You know, this is a little bit past the date that this came out. I've been wanting to make this video for like 3 weeks. Okay, the song came out almost a month ago. And here's what I'm talking about. This is the problem. This is why I want to make this song. This should have been a crowning moment for Ryan Upchurch as a white independent rapper from Cheatham County, Tennessee. Okay, to have a song with someone of the stature of Boosie Badazz, it should be an epic fucking moment for him. And instead, what we've seen is controversy surrounding his song, created in part by some ass clown on some channel called Heavy Duty Country, but then picked up and ran with by a portion of Ryan's fan base. And this is what the final result is. This is what I'm talking about here, so you can see. Watch. And then change this up. Bear with me here on screen, all right? I'm going to do this, all right? I'm going to bounce over here, okay? This is Upchurch featuring Boosie Badazz YZ remix. You can see right here, sign in to confirm your age. To be clear, this song is not a video. There is very little cursing in this song. There is absolutely zero controversial lyrics, okay? I don't have any inside information on this, but I am pretty certain I know the reason why that this requires an age verification, and we're going to get into that in just a second. But first, there's multiple things I want to discuss here. And number one, this is a great example of the comments that have led to just shock on my part, honestly. Proud Southern Mama. Look, I'm not meaning to call you out, but you commented on a public thing here, so I'm not going to read this whole thing. Like, look at this book. You can see it. This is just a damn book. I've been a fan of Ryan since 2015. I respect his values, his beliefs, his humbleness, his kindness, blah, blah, blah. I'm proud of him. Talking about I'm proud of his mama. I love her too. She's funny. I love her cats. All right. Blah, blah, blah. I don't understand how things are going on in our world. Whoopi gets a 2-week vacation. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Look what they're doing. And then she says right here, look what they're doing to Joe Rogan. What I'm trying to understand is why have someone on the song that's cop hating, BLM loving, and then she says some other things I'm not going to repeat. And there's a lot of this. That's the only example I want to show, because there's 2,300 comments here, where the vast majority of them, at least the last time I actually looked at it, were of that vein. All right. So we're going to talk about all these things. And first off, I am not here to defend Boosie Badazz. I'm not here to defend Ryan Upchurch. These are both grown men making their own grown decisions and can do some shit. I love rap music. I love hip hop culture. I love independent rappers. And I'm troubled by what the fuck I see going on in this segment of Upchurch's fan base in the comments about this song. And I want to fucking talk about it. I want to set the record straight for some people who seem to be ignorant of hip hop culture and people in it. So, everybody that I'm talking about in here, there's 3 things that they seem to have a problem with Boosie Badazz. Number 1 is some wild shit that he said on Instagram. Number 2 is that he somehow hates police. And number 3 is that he is racist against white people. I want to talk about the first thing. And before I even get started, let me tell you why, in my opinion, Upchurch's video that we just saw requires an age verification. It's because of the fucking comments and 2 specific words used in the comment section in reference to Boosie Badazz. And these 2 words, which I'm going to allude to what they are in a minute, do not say them in my comment section. You cannot use these words on YouTube. They will cause problems for your videos, to say the least. And in my opinion, this is exactly what caused that age verification warning. The 2 words in reference to Boosie are one that begins with a P, and another one that's 2 words that begins with a C and an R. The second word. First word C, second word R. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, P to the E to the D to the O and then on the end there's a file. And then the other one, it's a child, and then it's got an A and a P in the middle, then an E, and then if you circle back around to that first word, it's an R. And I'm not trying to be fucking funny here, spelling this shit out like this. The YouTube AI, you can't fucking say these words. And just using these words in the comment section, in my opinion, I don't know for certain, is what caused this. As a content creator, I know you can't use these words. I have another YouTube channel. If you watch any other, even like news channels, can't, like Tim Pool, Tim Cast. Be very careful with those types of words. You can't fucking say this shit. And y'all are supposed to be Ryan's fans. If you put these words in my comment section, I am going to delete them. I'm not going to have those two words associated on my YouTube channel, period, the fucking end. So, now, in relation to how they got used, Boosie says wild shit. And he went on Instagram and said some wildly inappropriate things about his kids on his kid's birthday. And I have to be very careful how I word this. He said he was going to get his children a lady of the night for their birthday. All right, wildly inappropriate. Not a statement I fucking support, but not the first time I've heard that said by somebody. And look, it is what it is. It's a wild statement made online. The point is, and this was a big splash when it happened, like almost 3 years ago now. And this was looked into by media outlets, including TMZ. This was addressed by Boosie multiple times in long-form interview on channels such as DJ Vlad, on channels such as TMZ for shorter form. And there were a myriad, I'm certain, of other people looking into this. All right? Look, Boosie Badazz has been a rapper since he was a kid. He used to be a little Boosie. All right? I first heard Boosie in 1999 as part of the Collective. He was a fucking kid. Okay? Like, I've been listening to Boosie off and on for 20 fucking years. This dude says wild shit like a lot of rappers do. Most rappers say wild shit. He went on to clarify he was simply saying wild shit on Instagram. Okay? You do realize controversy sells things, all right? And sometimes people just speak their flow of consciousness. Now, I don't know if that's what Boosie was doing or not, but here's what I do know. I do know multiple media outlets looked into this. I do know Boosie addressed this himself personally multiple fucking times. I do know Boosie has not had any legal repercussions. He's got 8 fucking kids, right? Probably maybe even more by the time I'm recording this. And because someone makes a wild statement in a video, you're going to start labeling him those words. And here's the thing. This is what really started getting my ass all fucking chapped about this, all right? Was that comment that I just showed you all from Proud Southern Mama. In it, she mentions Joe Rogan. And at the time, this is when the N-word video came out about Joe Rogan, which if you somehow don't know what that is, people went back and took excerpts of him using that word in conversations mostly about the power of words, okay? So it was a word used in context, not him calling someone that name or him saying it like, yo, what up? Like, no. These were conversations, long-form conversations about the power of words and other things. So they edit them all together, and then they put this video out, and it's just him saying the N-word over and over and over again. And a lot of people see that, and their knee-jerk reaction is, oh, Joe Rogan's racist. So Proud Southern Mama right there is saying, oh, that's fucked up what they did to Joe Rogan. Oh, you mean it's fucked up when they saw a snippet of an online video taken out of context, possibly, and then made a rash decision on someone's heart values? I mean, this person, Proud Southern Mama, and the dozens and dozens and dozens of people and the 261 likes on our comment, all of you just did the exact same thing to little Boosie that they're doing to Joe Rogan while having the balls to bitch about it in the fucking statement. It's ridiculous. All right? Now, I don't defend that dude's comments. That was wild shit to say. That was offensive shit to say. But you want some fact here? You want some real life shit? That ain't the first time I've heard somebody say that kind of shit. I ain't saying it's right. I'm not supportive of that. I am a parent. But get the fuck out of here with this C word, CR word, and P word, and he supports that and is calling for the R of his own children. Like, I can't believe the fucking comments. All of that is what led to Upchurch's video requiring age verification to see it. And I'm quite certain if you look at the rest of the tracks that he's released from People's Champ in that manner, they're all fucking comments are turned off on all of them. And that just pisses me off even more because he doesn't even have to release these songs. He does that, as far as I know, to my understanding, because he is making his music available to people who can't afford it on a streaming platform or to buy it on a streaming platform or stream it on a platform. It's for fucking free right there if you got the goddamn internet. That's why there's no video, no hoopla around it. And instead of taking a moment where you celebrate what he's managed to fucking do here, you go back and you get mad over some bullshit that you don't even take the time to investigate, all right? A little bit of investigation, like 10 minutes with fucking Google, where you can learn that, oh, people investigated this. Oh, it was nothing. Oh, okay, he actually talked about this a whole lot in long form, hours long interviews, okay? So, for fuck's sake. Let's move on to the second thing. And I promise you in a bit, we're going to listen to this song as well on this video. So, the other things that get echoed in these comments by ignorant fans trying to shit on Upchurch and what should be a crowning achievement is that he had drug charges and murder charges and he hates cops and he hates fucking white people. Well, let's talk about them drug charges for a second while I hit this. Y'all know what Boosie's drug charges were? Have you looked how he got a 4-year prison sentence to start with? The drug charges. He was a 3-time weed offender who got caught with weed and a Glock in his car. Due to the state that he was in, it's a much more serious charge. And you know what happens to me if I get caught in Las Vegas in the exact same situation? Weed and a Glock in my car, which could happen? Nothing. That's what happens. Not a goddamn thing. Because it was his 3rd time, it was a 3-time offense. The judge gave him a maximum 2-year sentence, and then it turned out that Boosie was on probation or parole, I can't remember, for some other shit, and so the judge decided, fuck you, I'm going to automatically double your sentence to 4 years on some weed shit, okay? You know, weed, that same shit that you see Upchurch smoke all the time, that you see Upchurch reference all the time in his videos, Creek Squad, it was that same substance, okay? So Boosie having weed can't be, oh shit, he's a piece of shit, while my boy Upchurch, that's totally fucking cool. You're full of shit, okay? The other charge that he faced later during this whole time frame had to do with a distribution charge, which they slapped him with over codeine, some coke apparently that was around. I don't know anything about the coke charges, but the codeine, I'm assuming they amounted to jack shit based on what happened, and the weed shit again, okay? So they bring him under charges to distribution and some other shit. And he winds up getting sentenced to 8 years upon appeal or a relook at the case. I'm not a legal expert. I don't know. And I'm not sitting here breaking it all down. I'm just a hip hop fan and I know a bit about what's up. But all this is information you can go look up for yourself if you think I'm getting it wrong or full of shit. But his defense team was able to adequately illustrate to the judge that it was a fucking setup. The dude, it was entrapment. Okay, Boosie at the time was an admitted codeine addict. The dude set him up to get him some fucking codeine, and then the cops swooped in with a whole bunch of fucking charges on a dude who was already in trouble for drug charges, okay? And when the judge looked at that situation, he wound up releasing Boosie on like less than or just over 2 years, and this includes all the court time to figure this out, all right, on an 8-year charge. So, yeah. So that kind of dismisses that whole drug thing, okay? And then there's the murder charge. People say, oh, yeah, drug is murder. All right, look. If the murder charge was such a big deal, let me break it down to you how that went. Okay, and these are just facts. When it came time for the defense for Boosie, the defense team called 0 witnesses. None. They made a statement, they arrested, and the jury went out and came back in less than 10 minutes with a not guilty verdict. So you tell me if that was horse shit, most likely another setup on some BS charges, or what. The defense doesn't even bother to call witnesses. The jury takes less than 10 minutes to be unanimous dismissal of. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, okay? So there goes your drug charges. There goes your fucking murder fucking nonsense. All right, and we've already discussed the Instagram posts. We're going to get to the song here in a minute, but I really want to get into this shit, man. Because again, I don't care what your opinions of, you don't gotta like Boosie. What the fuck do I care if you like Boosie? What I'm upset about is seeing these people who are supposedly Upchurch's fans go into comment sections and cause this kind of problem. Because you know what? You don't gotta listen to the goddamn song. You don't like church? Be like, fuck, I'm not going to stream this song. I don't understand the mentality of people that need to go into a comment section and write a book. Repeat it. It's not like Proud Southern Mama's the only one. Go scroll through there. There's book after book after book with the same sentiment. All the while referencing, Joe Rogan getting screwed while y'all are doing the same shit. All right? It's like, it ultimately costs Upchurch money and exposure on what should be a big deal for him, which we'll get to that in a minute on why it should be a big deal for him. But I want to knock out most of this racist shit. This is the last charge. All right. Oh, wait, the cop hating shit. Okay. I'm trying to think of a black rapper that likes the police. Because ever since I got introduced to hip hop, which was around the time, just before the time, actually, that NWA came out with their fucking anthem. What was it? Fuck the police. In the 80s. I listened to Public Enemy as a child. Like, if y'all don't understand the animosity between the majority of male hip hop stars, which are the most that I can speak for, who are predominantly black, and the police, I don't know what to fucking tell you. All right? And I'm not going to sit here and argue whether it should be that way or it shouldn't. That's not the point. Like, it's a part of hip hop culture. So to be shocked that a rapper doesn't like the fucking cops in the first place is ridiculous. Like, you just don't have an understanding of hip hop culture, okay? Like, Snoop Dogg and Eminem and Dr. Dre were just performing in the Super Bowl. Snoop, one of his very first songs, had a chorus, 187 on a motherfucking cop. Deep cover. 187 is the California code for murder. Like, if you go basing who a rapper such as Upchurch should do features with based on their like or dislike of the police, there ain't going to be anybody left, okay? So I can understand, and when you look at Boosie's history, where, he's had cops fucking bust him 3 times on weed, to the point where it's a 3rd time and you're going away in prison. You think you might not like the cops? I don't like cops, man. I respect some cops that come out and do the right thing. And unfortunately, in the course of my life, I've had a lot of police interaction. All right. Probably more than you watching this. Okay. There's a lot of people that talk this shit. They never had a police interaction in their life. And if they did, maybe they got pulled over for a speeding ticket. Like, I've seen it. I've been there. I know what it is. And there are valid reasons for distrust between the black community and the police. And if you think someone like Boosie is taking the time in his busy ass life and what he's focused on and doing to go in and research like what the charter of fucking BLM says, because that's why all of you using that as an excuse, that's your problem, because you've probably taken the time to research what BLM actually stands for. And I'm not talking about the slogan. Everybody knows Black Lives Matter. I'm talking about the actual organization that makes up BLM, the chartered group, the one that has an actual stated goals that include a lot of Stalinism, a lot of socialism, a lot of Marxism. Okay, they talk about things like the destruction of the family, which is the same thing that Joseph Stalin was focused on back in 1917. They talk a lot about the destruction of capitalism, and I don't mean the shitty crony capitalism. I mean the ability for people like me and you to go out and start a business. And they seek to use, basically, in my opinion, racism to spark a revolution and burn the current system down. If you think that someone like Boosie, who's an entertainer, who's busy making money and doing his thing, is taking the time to dig into that information, you're sadly fucking mistaken. Most people aren't. Just because you did, you can't assume that most people aren't or are. And the watchdogs of our country that are supposed to fucking put this information out, the news media, you think they're doing that? Hell no. So you can't exactly sit here and get mad when you see a black person decide that they're going to support Black Lives Matter and they're ignorant or unaware of the not the slogan, but the actual organization's nefarious goals. Most people aren't aware of that shit. And if you're looking to Boosie to fucking be educated on the ins and outs of fucking politics, I'm sorry, you're looking for advice from the fucking wrong guy. And you want to get mad at outrageous statements. I just think it's a little bit ridiculous when people just say shit. Boosie says a lot of wild shit. I mean, here's an example of Boosie saying wild shit because they say, "Oh, he's racist. Oh, he hates white people." Really, here's an example here. Bear with me with the screenshot here. All right, watch. We're gonna go here. Let's see. We'll go here, and we'll go right over here. Okay. Here is Boosie in an interview saying some wild shit, but guess what? It ain't about white people. This is a quote from Boosie. Quote, "I feel like African American is the worst race in the world because, first of all, we kill each other. People always talking about this racist stuff. The white man ain't waiting in your bushes with a chopper. The white man ain't trying to take the rims off your car. The white man ain't ... We doing this to each other. So how can we say F the white man? He ain't doing nothing, but when we get in trouble, he's doing his job. Guilty, he ain't doing nothing wrong." Guess what? That caused a lot of uproar in the black community. Boosie says some wild shit from time to time. Window back up. It's just the facts of the matter. If you go to Google and you type in Boosie is racist, you got Boosie calling Zuckerberg a racist. And I'm sure you might have some Boosie said some shit like, "Fuck white people, we need reparations." Dude, people say shit in the heat of the moment. And I don't care if he thinks that. A, who cares if he thinks that? You have, most of you saying this are white, and just like me, and I have no idea what the fuck that is going to feel like anyway. And who cares if he said it, all right? That doesn't mean he hates white people, because you don't base what you think is in somebody's heart on their words. You base it on their actions. So let's put a fucking plug in Boosie's mouth for a second, all right? Let's do what the rest of the hip-hop community does when they hear Boosie say some wild shit. They go, "Damn, fucking Boosie always saying wild shit, bro." That's what I said. When I heard that shit about his kids, I said, "God damn, Boosie. That's crazy, bro." When I heard Boosie's statements about white people, well, that's crazy, bro. Zuckerberg's racist. Wow. Instagram racist. Who knows? African Americans are the worst people? Wow, that's crazy, dog. Boosie says wild shit. He's an entertainer. All right, but let's talk about his actions here. And then we're going to get to this song in a minute. The racist thing is it's a fucking joke. Like, are y'all serious? Let me bring this back on. Let me switch this camera back here. Hold on. All right. All right. Do y'all know who DJ Vlad is on Vlad TV? He's a white dude. He's got a YouTube channel. He's been interviewing rappers for a long, long time. He's white as fuck. Boosie is one of his longest running guests. I believe he's been interviewing Lil Boosie and then Boosie Badazz for like 18, 19 years. I mean, he's got video of Boosie on his fucking show when he's like a teenager, man. He's white as shit. some of the comments that Boosie's made about being mad at white people. He made him on Theo Von's podcast. Have y'all seen Theo Von? That's a white motherfucker. Just white as shit, man. Like, Theo Von is a white boy. And who else we got? Oh yeah, Upchurch. Dude, there's a lot of rappers that want to do a feature with Boosie. Like, if you're watching this and you're not in the hip hop community, Boosie is an icon in the hip hop community. Everybody know Boosie. Everybody know what Boosie been through. Everybody fucking know Boosie. I heard some people in the comments on that video also saying things like, "What would Struggle say if he knew you did a song with Boosie Badazz? Because Struggle fights for the rights of children." You know what Struggle would say? I mean, far be it for me to speak for Struggle Jennings, but I'm gonna take a fucking guess here since he's a rapper and he likes hip hop and he's about my age and he's friends with Upchurch. He probably said, "God damn, Church, congratulations on a feature with one of the biggest Southern rappers of all time. Legendary Boosie Badazz, one of the realest motherfuckers in the world, in the hip-hop game. Damn, son. It's what we all should be doing. It's what I did. When Church was so excited about this, man, if you all watch his fucking shit, you see he's been talking about this Boosie Badazz feature for months, man. Even leaked part of it on Instagram. Dude was excited, and then this is what he gets. He gets a fucking video that gets age restricted because the people are supposedly his fans running up some wild bullshit, talking out their ass. But anyways, back to this racist thing. So let's see. He goes on white people shows. He spends hours talking to DJ Vlad. And I'm just picking a handful of examples here. All right, like he has hours and hours and hours and hours and hours with Vlad. All right, I'm pretty sure he's been on Theo Von shit multiple times. Minor examples here. Upchurch. I love you, Church. You subscribe to this channel. I'm a huge fan. And I'm not dissing Church here. He's the whitest fucking rapper in the game. I mean, that's serious. That's not like a joke. Okay, I'm talking like a legit rapper with legit skills doing legit music. I don't mean some ass clown white dude. That's a joke. I mean, who is whiter than Ryan Upchurch? And what song did he ask Boosie to be on? The YZ remix. So, on that note, let's bring that song up, y'all. So, Boosie hates white people, but he's going to go on Upchurch's shit. And what is he? Sorry, I got to sign in real quick to see this video. It's so ridiculous, man. The fact I got to sign in. Bullshit, man. God, I wanted this song to blow up. I really hope Ryan's going to be doing a video for this, which he'll probably have to disable the comments for. All right, there's no sense in me showing the video for this because there is no video for it, so I'm just gonna play the song. All right, so we can listen to this. All right, hold on real quick. I need to grab my cord for these headphones. Oh, sorry, y'all. I should have been more prepared, but I want to listen to this song and we'll wrap it up after this. This song is fire, man. God, I want this to blow up. This should be like his biggest song right now, man. Ugh. All right, let's peep this out, everybody. If you haven't heard it, turn this down a smidgen. Hopefully y'all hear that good.
Skin
Volume's not all crazy. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I got a point with where I'm going with this, everybody. So just bear with me here. You can't ride in my Range Rover. You can't smoke on my chain clover. You can't come to my crib, Joker. Keep that in mind. Oh yeah, red, white, blue, neck, skin, collar. You can't do this. You can't do that. Redneck, white skin, blue collar. Okay? All right? All right. Let's get back to this song here then.
Ride with me, but now it's different. I ain't driving. In the backseat of my Phantom with the curtain down and vibing. On my country bus shit, some things don't never change. That's why I walk around the Ville with a pistol rocking these chains. Ain't no country singers dangerous. Locals never change up. Grind me from the.
First off, dude, his flow on here and that. You can hear it in his voice, man. Damn, I got 69. Look it up here. I got 69 notifications. Oh, y'all can't see that. All right.
Can't make a volunteer go bankrupt. Rockstar to holler. Can't move me with dots or commas. Untouchable to ones who never had to bust. That's for dollars. I don't care what you own. I don't care what you got. All I care is if you bout it and if you the type to be bought. Won't catch me around no people dressing up for television. When I put on something snazzy, I'm shooting birds at these bitches. Church, you can't ride in my range.
Okay. All heard that. All right, we'll see what Church has to say. Chorus comes back on, right? He's basically saying, fuck all you haters, you can't ride with me.
You can't smoke on my chain clover. You can't come to my crib, Joker. Some people keep it gangsta, I just keep it country. Oh Lord. Red, white, blue, neck, skin, collar, creek squad. Red, white, blue, neck, skin, collar, creek squad. Red, white, blue, neck, skin, collar, creek squad. Some people keep it gangsta, I just keep it country. Oh Lord.
Getting money, all hundreds, all I know is getting money.
Ah, goddamn, Boosie's voice sounds so good on this track. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to turn this up a little bit. I have to. Hopefully it's not sounding bad.
Rubber band, bands round my band. I gotta have that money. Big fine, top of the line, yeah, that's how I like my woman. Love to shake her ass in the club.
Louisiana country.
You know we gon' show out when we go out. Turn this bitch up.
You know we gonna show up when we go out. Turn this bitch up.
You ain't gotta pay for shit. We liquor and bring your friends.
You ain't gotta pay for shit. Weed, liquor, and bring your friends.
Big tall ranch trucks, all black money team.
Big, tall ranch trucks, all black money team.
White, brown, black, I don't see none of that.
White, brown, black, I don't see none of that. All I see is green.
All I see is green. If you my dog, you could smoke weed in my house, nigga.
If you my dog, you can smoke weed in my house.
Go up in the backyard and fuck with the dog, nigga. Wanna shoot some dice? I'm gonna
Go in the backyard, fuck with the dogs, run and go shoot some dice. Have some sushi that's raw. Boosie pictures up on the wall, my flow like bowling balls.
go get to them raw, nigga. Boots pictures on the wall, my flows like bowling balls, nigga.
You can't ride in my range.
Back to Upchurch telling us what you can't do. So, that's all we're going to listen to right now, all right? You need to go fucking check that song out. That shit is fire. I don't know whoever doesn't think that song is fire, I don't understand I don't understand why you even listen to rap. I don't get it. I don't understand. I fucking whatever. So, let's analyze Upchurch's a little bit. Most of Upchurch's bars are centered around what you can't do. You can't fuck with me. You can't ride in my Range Rover. You can't ride in my fucking Phantom. You can't fucking do shit. The whole chorus is what you can't do. And then Boosie comes on, right? On a song, mind you, done by the whitest rapper in the legit rap game, whose chorus specifically talks about his red neck and his white fucking skin, whose main gist of his bars are about shit you can't do. And Boosie comes on and says, I'm just like y'all, fucking rolling with this. You can do this. You can fucking smoke my weed. You can fucking come to my house. You can fucking fuck with my dogs. You can roll my shit in the backyard. You can have some of my fucking sushi. You're my dog. No matter what your color is, I don't care if you're white, brown, or black. These are all the things you can do if we're friends. That's the gist of what Boosie is saying. It's kind of like Upchurch is saying, F you, all you haters, you can't do this shit. And then Boosie comes in and say, but if you friends, if you my dog, these are all the things you can do. And it doesn't matter what your skin color is. So Boosie, supposedly this racist who hates white people, he spends hours and hours and hours going on a show with a white dude host, boosting that guy's fucking channel. He chooses to go on podcasts like Theo Von's, a very white individual, all right, let's be honest. And he chooses to do a song with the absolute whitest rapper who's a legit, honest-to-God, skilled rapper of all time, dude. Upchurch, like I said, I love you. You're white as fuck, dude. Not a diss, just a fact. And not only does he choose to do a song with Upchurch, but he goes on a song that specifically where Church talks about the fact that he's a white boy redneck. All right, and Church spends the song talking about shit you can't do if you're a fucking hater. You can't smoke his weed. You can't do a shit. And Boosie comes on and says, but if you're my friend, you can do this, that, and the other, and I don't care what your skin color is. This dude's a fucking racist. You think that Boosie needs to go on DJ Vlad? Do you think maybe he's just faking, hiding his racism so he can go on these shows and get some big boost from fucking Theo Von's podcast? I'm sorry, Theo's cool, but he ain't boosting Boosie's career, yo. Neither is DJ Vlad, for that fucking matter. And certainly, Ryan Upchurch gets the shine on this fucking feature. Boosie's fans aren't going, oh shit, homie, you got a feature with Upchurch? Nah, no diss here. It's the other way around. Those of us in the hip-hop game that understand Boosie's near legendary status in hip-hop, we're the ones that are like, oh shit, Ryan, congratulations, dog. This is a big, big fucking deal for Ryan Upchurch. And you certain members in fucking Creek Squad who are going in there and writing these fucking posts and causing this video to get age restricted and doing all this nonsense, you're fucking ruining it. You run around using like the absolute worst words, the P word, the CR words to describe somebody that's, you have zero evidence to fucking point to any of that shit. Like, and it all could have been avoided if any of you that did this type of thing would have spent like, I don't know, 10 minutes using this fucking thing. Maybe you've heard of it, or perhaps you have access to it. It's called Google. It's fucked up. This should be Church's, this should be a big moment for Church. And if you happen to be watching this, dog, I'm fucking proud of you as an independent rapper. I don't give a fuck if that sounds corny. That shit is dope, man. Congratulations on getting a feature with a fucking legend of the rap game. Fucking Boosie Badazz, bro. You had to have been so excited working that shit out. And man, I really hope y'all are doing a video. And for those of you that fucking left those kind of comments on there, again, don't write them words in my comments. I'll delete you real quick. And maybe you should stop and think about the fucking shit you did to somebody that you're supposedly a fan of. Don't matter. You don't fucking want to like Church, don't like Church. You don't want to like Boosie, don't fucking like Boosie. But this coming in the content, in the comments, and fucking shit up for somebody you supposedly like was just something I needed to address and get off my chest as a fan of Upchurch, as a fan, frankly, of Boosie, and as a fan of rap in general. I mean, if you let people's political beliefs or shit that they say out of context keep you from enjoying their art, you're missing out on so much. Like, look, I'm a massive Stephen King collector, and I'll wrap it up with this. I'm a huge Stephen King collector. Like, I don't agree with that dude's fucking politics in any way, shape, or form, but that doesn't prevent me from enjoying his artwork. I don't like what Boosie said about his kids on Instagram. That's crazy shit to say, bro. You don't need to be saying that shit. What the fuck? It's not going to stop me from enjoying his art because it was just a big nothing. He wasn't those things that you people fucking called him in those comments. It's ridiculous, man. And if somebody doing a feature with somebody like that causes you to fucking go on in the comment section and try and harm someone that you fucking are supposedly a fan of, you should check yourself, all right? That's my video for the day. Hit the thumbs up if you like it. Hit the thumbs down if you don't. Whatever. Sub if you want. I'll see you all on the next one, all right? Peace.